Hi everyone, Shaquet Baltal is here, driving home from the Carolina Panthers game against the Cleveland Browns. Panthers lost 26-24. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know me by now, I try to use professional language and not inappropriate language on Twitter, on my posts, and definitely not in my videos. And it's going to be very difficult to not use inappropriate language in this video. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to make effort. Because ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely sick and disgusted by the Carolina Panthers. Yes, it's week 1. Yes, there are 16 games left in the regular season. But you know what? What we saw today was totally unacceptable. And I'm sure some of you, ladies and gentlemen, might say, oh, Shaked, they only lost by 2 points. What are you talking about? But let's be honest. The only reason why they lost by 2 points is because it was the Cleveland Browns playing with a backup quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. Now, despite the Browns playing with a backup quarterback, Jacoby Brissett, the Browns wide receivers overall were a factor on offense for the Browns. Daniel People-Jones, Amari Cooper, Harrison Bryant, David Njoku, they were factor, ladies and gentlemen, for the Browns on offense, which show how bad the Carolina Panthers secondary played. Because let's be honest, unless you are a diehard Cleveland Browns fans, chances are you have not heard of Daniel People-Jones or Harrison Bryant or David Njoku that much. You have heard of Amari Cooper. But for those wide receiver, non-named wide receiver, to have a pretty good game, that is unacceptable. Then, let's talk about the run defense. Carolina Panthers, run defense. Last year, ranked one of the best in the NFL. Today, a Division III high school football could have easily run in this defense. Carolina Panthers, ladies and gentlemen, allowed over 270 rushing yards. I want to repeat it because I'm sure some might not hear it close enough. The Carolina Panthers allowed today 270 plus rushing yard. My friend, ladies and gentlemen, that is totally unacceptable. So in essence, the Cleveland Browns had 400 plus offensive yardage against the defense for the Panthers. And in my opinion, and this is where it's very frustrating for me as a Carolina Panthers diehard fan. I'm wearing a Christian McCaffrey jersey underneath my poncho, which honestly kept me from getting a sunburn. So that is the only good thing about the game today. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Carolina Panthers got mandated. The Cleveland Browns, a lot of the plays were 5 plus rushing yard. And pardon me, I have to take a sip of water. The Cleveland Browns had a lot of plays, running plays, 5 plus rushing yard, which, ladies and gentlemen, that is totally unacceptable. A lot of the running play for the Browns by Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, they ran untouched. And by the time some of the running plays they won't touch, they basically got into the Panthers secondary. That is unacceptable. Carolina Panthers made Jacoby Brissett, ladies and gentlemen, a career backup quarterback in the NFL. They made Jacoby Brissett look like a Pro Bowl starting quarterback. They made Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, who are already extremely very good running back. They made both of them an Hall of Fame running back. Both of them. That is extremely unacceptable. And sure, the coaching staff do not make the plays. I get it. I absolutely get it. But when a defense play like garbage, like trash, when a defense doesn't play out, when a team doesn't try out, when a team has missed tackle after missed tackle, you know whose responsibility fall on the head coach and also the defensive coordinator, Phil Snow and Matt Rule. It falls on both of their shoulders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not sugarcoat it. Phil Snow got to go. Phil Snow got out-coached today. Matt Rule got to go. Matt Rule got out-coached today. Totally unacceptable, horrific, terrible coaching by Snow and Rule. And ladies and gentlemen, the offense also just didn't get the job done. Sure, 24 points is pretty good. Only one of them is field goal, but here's the problem. The one that they got field goal end up costing the Carolina Panthers the game. Because the Panthers went on top 24-23. So the problem is with that field goal, the Panthers had a couple of opportunities on first and second down, tail down inside the red zone, inside the Browns 12-yard line, needing about 5 to 6 yards on first down. Then they lost the snap. Baker Mayfield recovered. They needed about 7 yards for a first down, and on third down they needed about also 7 to 8 yards. Now, my friend, one would think that inside the red zone you would be aggressive. You would try to score a touchdown. You would not settle for a field goal. Instead, the Carolina Panthers play calling on offense and that particular drive was vanilla soft. That's how it was. Vanilla soft play calling, which end up costing the game for the Carolina Panthers. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, when you take your foot off the gas, you're only asking for trouble. And I'll be honest with you, I don't believe that the Carolina Panthers scored a touchdown and went on top 29-23, that the Cleveland Browns would have had enough offensive power to score the go-ahead touchdown. I don't believe so. And sure, you can play Monday morning quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. But the bottom line, that coaching decision is how you end up losing a game, not winning a game. As the offensive coordinator, you should have enough confidence in your offense to pick up 12 to 15 yards and score a touchdown. You really should. If you don't, then you're definitely not suited to be the offensive coordinator for this team. So let's not sugarcoat this. This is an extremely unacceptable, embarrassing game result effort by the Carolina Panthers. And I don't want to hear any so-called sugarcoating. Oh, the Panthers came back, they took the lead, all of that. That is, in my opinion, bunch of baloney, bunch of BS. It's just BS. Because at the end of the day, and you play like you should, like you're capable, easily you should have beat the Cleveland Browns by 2 to 3 touchdowns. The only reason why the Carolina Panthers only lost, my friend, by 2 points and not by 21 points, it's not because the Carolina Panthers played great. It's because the Cleveland Browns, with Jacoby Brissett under center, they're extremely average team, to say it politely. They're extremely average. So to play this bad, to lose by 2 points, it's not a proof that the Carolina Panthers are a good team. It's just proof that the Cleveland Browns are a very bad, average team. And the Panthers are even worse than the Browns. So, how do I look at this game going forward? Honestly, if I was David Tepper, I would walk into Matt Rule's office right away and I would fire him. I would fire Phil Snow. I would fire Ben McAdoo. Now, Matt Rule, from all we've heard of, is a great human being. I'm sure Phil Snow and Ben McAdoo are also great human beings. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, this is not about favoritism. This is not about who you like, personality, or who you dislike, ladies and gentlemen. This is about getting the job done, delivering result. And today, as a whole, the Carolina Panthers coaching staff received an F. Unfortunately, or luckily for them, there is no worse grade than an F that you can give. Because if there was, Matt Rule, Phil Snow, Ben McAdoo would have received that. As far as particular players go, I thought Baker Mayfield looked pretty good at times at Adel. He wasn't offensive line. You guys have a lot of improvement to do, especially rookie Ike Ekwonu. I don't care if you're a rookie or not. 6th overall pick. You cannot get easily beat for a sack and then for another sack. You have to earn your paycheck. In my opinion, you did not earn your paycheck today, Ike Ekwonu. I'm sure you will turn out to be a great all-pro lineman in the NFL for the next 12 to 15 years. But today, in particular, you did not earn your paycheck. On defense, outside of Brian Burns, the rest of you did not earn your paycheck. You should donate it to charities because you guys played like garbage. Absolutely like garbage. We, the fans, spent our hard-earned money, time and effort, traveling to the stadium, buying food and drinks at a concession stand, buying your jerseys. And all we ask back is for you guys to show up and play hard. Do not give up easy plays. Instead, you did the complete opposite. All of you guys, except for Brian Burns, should look up in your mirror and ask yourself, And be truthful. Be completely truthful. Be completely honest. If you played like you should, like you're capable, or not, in my opinion, none of you guys except for Brian Bells play like they're capable. Because if this is what you guys are capable of playing, then honestly, you have no business, no right playing in the NFL for the Carolina Panthers. And I don't believe in sugarcoating. I really don't. What we saw from you guys on defense was extremely embarrassing. Phil Snow, you got to go. Matt Rule, you got to go. Defensive players who don't play hard, they also themselves got to go. It got so bad, so embarrassing that former defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers, K1 Short, during the game, tweeted, "You got to tackle better," referring to the Carolina Panthers defense. My friend, I'm embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed. It's week 1, but this team, especially this defense, is officially hit the rock bottom. And Matt Rule, Phil Snow, Ben McIndoe, you can all and should all bring your walking paper into David Turpin's office. You're all, as far as I go, you're fired. You're absolutely fired. Not because of your personality, which I'm sure you're a great human being. Nothing because of who you are off the field. But on the field, you guys have no idea. Absolutely no idea how to coach this Carolina Panthers team. Have a great day and evening, everyone. Shaked Bartal is signing off.